guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa. For those of you who don't know, this video is actually going to be a little extra video for the week. I actually just got my Rare Beauty purchase in the mail yesterday and I'm so excited to go ahead and test this out. So I pretty much got the whole line. I know that there are 1,000,001 reviews out there, but a lot of you guys actually asked if I could do like a first impressions, and I'm actually really excited to test out this brand. I love Selena Gomez, but I'm not like a huge, oh my gosh, like huge fan. Even though I do love her, I do want to just do a quick little disclaimer. I love her, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to give these products their harsh review. I'm actually really excited to test this out, but just remember that if something doesn't work for my skin, I'm super oily, then that just means that it might work for yours or it might not work for you and it works for me. So please just keep that in mind, and let's just keep everything pretty positive and stuff in the comments. I've seen a lot of hate going around for people who didn't like any products, so a little nervous. But if you guys are new to my channel and you do like what you see, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, and then please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I have my box right over here. So I know that this brand is actually like more so a very natural brand. You guys know I do like a full beat makeup look when I do use makeup, so I'm definitely going to keep that in mind when I am giving these products their review, just because I know not everybody really likes a full coverage foundation like I do. Just a little like backstory on this brand. So I actually really do like how this brand is. I believe they're going to try to give $1 million to mental health, which I think is really important. So that's really one interesting thing about the brand. And then also another really interesting thing is the packaging. The packaging is actually made for people who have lupus or arthritis. If you guys don't know, I actually have rheumatoid arthritis and I've had it since high school, and Selena Gomez actually has lupus and she has arthritis. A lot of the packaging is made for like easy open, which I actually really enjoy. And I'm really happy that a brand did actually go ahead and make those adjustments. So first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to try out the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. This is a glow boosting mist that hydrates, primes, sets, and refreshes the skin. I'm actually using this as a primer, and then I'm also going to go ahead and use it as a set. But this is the packaging. You guys have probably seen it all over YouTube by now. And then this is what the bottle looks like. So it looks very sleek. I actually really like the packaging of this brand. So again, I am pretty oily, but I do like a good hydrating mist. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. That feels really hydrating on the skin, and it has like a essential oil sort of smell. It's not super powering. When you do spray it, you do smell it. This is actually nice. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and do the brows. So I'm going to be using the Brow Harmony Crayon and Gel Sorcelist, and I have mine in the shade Rich Taupe. One thing that I really like about this is the packaging. I feel like they just killed it with the packaging. It looks really beautiful. But I like how you have the gel on one side and then you do have the crayon on the other. The crayon is a little bit thicker than I normally like. I'm kind of getting into larger sort of like crayon type pencils. So obviously you don't have a spoolie with this, but I don't even mind. I have so many spoolies. I am going to go ahead and actually just use this to do my brows. I'm going to outline first. Usually I do use a pomade, but today I'm just going to use this. This feels really creamy. It also feels pretty waxy. I like the color and I like how pigmented this is. See, I'm usually not one to like super waxy brow pencils, but using the gel might help to sort of take that waxiness down a little bit. And I'm just going to spoolie through. I feel like my brows don't look bad. They definitely feel wax. I kind of feel that when you do touch them. Is this my favorite brow pencil? No, but it does do the job. And it actually does distribute the product really evenly. But let me go ahead and actually clean up my brows, because I always do that. I'm going to do that off of camera and then I will be right back. So next up, we're going to go ahead and use the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. This is a weightless universal gel primer enriched with pearls from a lit from within glow. I just got the little version because I didn't know if I was going to love this or not, but they do have the mini and then they do have the regular version as well. So this is what it looks like. and you do get a pump. I like the frosted packaging. I'm just gonna use about that much. You guys could see just from how it looks, it definitely has that like illuminating look to it. Yeah, it definitely has that like you're gonna be lit from within, but I might like this. Though I'm not doing a full-on wear test, I am going to leave a little note in the description box, so just check it if you want to see how it wore on my oily skin. Okay, you guys could see my skin definitely looks extremely glowy. I look like I'm glowing from within. My face looks very shiny. It looks very healthy. Again, I do have oily skin, so I don't know how it's actually going to wear throughout the day, but it does look really pretty off of first reaction. And I kind of think I want to do my eyeliner first, just because I do use my e.l.f. tapes for eyeliner, so we're gonna do that. All right, so I have my e.l.f. tapes on. Now we're gonna go in with the Perfect Strokes eyeliner, and this is a liquid matte, and this is just in the shade black. I think they only had one of these. And this is what the packaging looks like, and it is a pretty big, it kind of just reminds me of like a marker. It's pretty big, but I really like how it sort of tapers down to that really nice point. Let's see if I can do this and still have you guys in focus. My skin looks so healthy right now. I kind of really like how my skin looks. Really nice. It's really black. It's not skipping. I like how the point is pretty thin, so you can get a nice even like stroke. I like this. All right. And this dries down matte really quick. I like this. I was actually pretty nervous at first because like of that point and just because of how thick it is, but it actually works out really nice. It's very flexible as well, which is something that I like in an eyeliner. Selena Gomez actually did come out with a sponge. I actually opted not to get a sponge just because I do have sponges that I already like, but I was really intrigued by her brush, so I just got the Liquid Touch Concealer. This is just the foundation brush. So I did have a concealer one, but I have a concealer brush that I really like, so I was just really interested in the foundation brush. And this is what the brush looks like. It kind of reminds me of the Fenty Beauty brush with that angle, but it feels really soft. I don't have the Fenty Beauty brush, but I actually really like how soft this is, and I feel like it's going to be good for even getting underneath the eye. For foundation, I did get the shade 270, the 270N. I hope that this is going to be a good match for me. It was a little difficult to find something online. This looks incredibly dark. Oh my gosh, I feel like I went too dark. There are 48 shades. I got the shade 270, which says it is a light medium with neutral beige undertones. I think this is too dark. 210N is light medium with neutral beige undertones, and 270 is light medium with neutral beige undertones. So I'm not exactly sure why they both say that, so please don't mind the color. This is going to be pretty dark. I did get the 210 concealer, so hopefully that will help to balance stuff out. As you guys could see, the top of this is like this, which I find really cool. This is actually really good for people who have rheumatoid arthritis, and for this they do recommend to shake it, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake it. You guys can hear there is a little ball in there, so ooh, that kind of just went all over. So you do have a doe foot applicator. I like doe foot applicators. Yeah, this is 210. This would have been good if I was really self-tan, so please don't mind that, but I'm just gonna draw all over my face. So what I want to do is half of my face with a sponge and the other half with a brush. So I first want to start off with the sponge, so I'm just using one from Beaky Beauty. I'm just gonna go in and blend this out. Yeah, this is too dark, so I am gonna have to get a lighter shade if I do like this. I do wish that the names were a little bit different on Sephora. This is definitely a light foundation. It feels really light on the skin, and I look very glowy as well, which to me, I feel like Selena always looks really glowy, so this is definitely on par for her. But I'm gonna go in with a brush on this side. Oh, I like the brush for underneath the eyes. It's very easy to get right under there. Truthfully, I kind of like the foundation side a little bit more. I feel like it looks a tiny bit more matte on this side versus this side. Here I feel like it looks still pretty dewy. I feel like I get a little bit more coverage on this side as well. This to me reminds me of a BB cream coverage. It looks really, really pretty. Feels really, really lightweight as well. I can't feel it on my skin. So you guys could see, like, I do have, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but like a little birthmark right here, basically just like a line on my nose, and it does not cover that up. You can kind of still see my acne that I have. So if you have acne or anything like that, it's not going to cover it up, but it kind of just gives such a nice, beautiful skin-like finish. It looks really, really gorgeous. Next up, we're gonna go in with the Brightening Concealer. I got this one in the shade 210, so this one's definitely going to be a lot lighter, hopefully help to balance it out. This is what the concealer looks like, and this ball is definitely different. It's more so flat, but I actually really, really like this packaging. One other thing that is really interesting about this is that the doe foot is actually like a flat doe foot. I find that so cool. I've actually never seen a doe foot like this, but it makes it so easy to get right up in that inner corner. You guys know I usually like a full coverage concealer. So what I'm going to do is do half of it with just the concealer, and then I'm going to do half with the concealer and also my color corrector. So I just have the concealer in this part. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use the brush. I saw Selena Gomez use the brush for like pretty much everything, so I was very intrigued. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge right up in that inner corner. This is a really pretty everyday concealer. It looks really, really lightweight. I actually don't mind it. It looks very, very fresh. Now let's try it with color corrector, and I'm just gonna lighten up my face a tiny bit so it all sort of evens out. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Use the brush first, then go in and use the sponge, and then I'm also gonna use the sponge to blend it out. So the concealer is a little bit more moussey. It's a little bit thicker. I like that. There are definitely two different consistencies. This is a really, really pretty everyday concealer. If you're somebody who even has deep dark under eye circles, I feel like it covered up the blueness with the color corrector as well. It's not super full coverage, it's more so a medium coverage finish, but it looks really, really pretty. It looks really natural on the skin. So for blush, I got the shade Joy. Again, packaging just looks exactly the same. This is a really, really pretty color. You do have the same exact packaging. The only difference is just the top. I heard that this is incredibly pigmented, so I'm just gonna go in with one dot and see how it works. If I have to apply more, maybe I'll do two. If I have to apply more, I'll go ahead and apply more, but I'm gonna do one cheek at a time. Oh, this is pigmented. I'm actually gonna go in with a sponge. That's pretty. This is a really, really pretty color. A little goes a long way with this, but I actually really like this. I kind of like using the brush and then also using the sponge. It's very, very easy to blend out. It looks pretty intense when you first apply it, but if you just keep tapping it, it blends out really, really nicely. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the Blot and Glow Kit Retouches. This is just the translucent one. They only had one. I thought this was really, really interesting because I am so oily. So this is a refillable, compact, containing oil absorbing sheets and a radiant powder infused puff for easy touch-ups on the go. But I wanna set with this for on the go. If you're oily, this is literally everything you need. So you have the puff, which has like a little bit of like a luminizer to it, which is really cool. And then you also have the blotting papers right here, which is really, really interesting. So you could see it definitely did make it a little bit less shiny. I actually do want to set my face, just again because I am so oily. I want these products to actually work for my oily skin and to give you guys a full honest review. So I'm actually going to go ahead and powder up my face just a wee bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply bronzer. This brand actually did not come out with a bronzer, which I'm really surprised about, but if you think about it, Selena always has that really pretty flushed look, so hopefully in the future they do come out with a bronzer. So I did throw on a little bit of bronzer and I did throw on a little bit of mascara, but let's go ahead and set our brows. So we're going to go in with the gel side of this. I really like the applicator. It's very, very tiny, which I like. It adds color as well. This doesn't feel too thick, and it doesn't feel like one of those gels that make your brows feel like crunchy. I hate that feeling. This feels really, really light. But next up, let's go in with the luminizers. I'm usually not one to go ahead and actually like liquid highlighters. I usually like a blinding highlight, but again, not everybody does. This one, from what I've seen, is pretty like soft, which is more of a lit from within sort of look. I have the shade Mesmerize, but this looks really pretty. So this is actually really, really large in comparison to like the blush I guess because of blush, because it is so pigmented, you don't need as much, but even to the concealer, it's pretty big as well, and kind of like almost the same size as the mini primer that we did use. This does have the same exact packaging. This makes it so easy to apply, but I think I'm just going to tap, 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 and I think I'm just gonna use my sponge for this. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh, I do see a little bit of patchiness right there. I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but right here, it blended out really nicely, and I feel like it looks pretty. It's definitely a lit from within sort of glow, and I feel like for people who like that sort of look, this is gonna be it for you. Okay, so I don't see any patchiness on this side. It looks really nice. If you're somebody who likes that lit from within, like I said, you're going to really like this. It looks pretty. I don't think this would be something that I would use all of the time, because again, I like to really fully glow, but if you're somebody who likes that like inner glow, you're going to love that. And last up, let's go in with the lip product. So I was really like torn with the lip products, so I did go ahead and I purchased 3. Let's go in with the Dewy Lip Balm first. I have mine in the shade Thankful. This shade looked stunning. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys as well. But this is what the packaging looks like, and you guys could see it does have like a flat back to it. It magnetizes a little bit. That is what it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch. Ooh, that looks pretty. I'm not going to outline my lips or anything just because I want to see the actual color. Ooh. This is pigmented, and I really like the color. I feel like this is a really pretty fall color. I would definitely use this a lot. It feels really light, feels very creamy. Feels a little bit more slick than the Fenty makeout bombs, but this is actually really pretty. I love the color. This is like a really good nude for me, so I'm really obsessed with that right off the bat. I really like the color. I really like the formula. Obviously it is not kiss proof. Now for the 2 other products that I got, these are the Lip Souffle matte lip creams. So I have 2 different shades. Up top I have the shade Inspire, and then I have the shade Fearless. So the first shade that is the really gorgeous red is like the Selena like classic color. Then we have this really pretty color for fall. So they both do have like a flat applicator. It looks like a really pretty red right here. So I'm gonna go in with the red shade. Again, this is more of like a whipped consistency, and the applicator actually makes it really easy to outline. So normally I would definitely go in with a lip liner just to help make sure everything is like pretty straight, but I didn't want to alter the shade of the lip product. I feel like this red is stunning. My teeth look so white right now. This is a really pretty red. It's a very vibrant, and it feels really nice on the lips. It feels very whipped. It feels very light. It's 100% not kiss proof. I can already tell. It does have a matte finish to it, but it feels more like a cream whipped consistency. I'll show you guys. Like, it is gonna come off, nothing horrible, so it's not gonna come off like as quick as, let's say, the bombs would. I feel like this is definitely going to leave more of a stain throughout the day, but it looks beautiful. It feels really nice, and I really love this color. It looks stunning. Okay, so it is off. Now let's go in with the shade Fearless. I definitely thought this was going to be a little bit deeper in tone just compared to like the packaging. This is a really pretty color. I feel like my teeth also look really white with this color, but I love this color. Again, I thought it was going to be a little bit deeper. You could probably deepen it up, but I feel like this is a really pretty fall color. It feels really light on the lips. The same exact consistency, same exact very creamy whipped feeling. It feels like very whipped. I actually really like the feeling of this. Let me actually first go ahead and finish my makeup off with the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist just to set my face. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you guys about the products. So first one we're going to talk about is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. I really like the mist on this. I really like how it wasn't intense, and I also like how it did make my skin feel very hydrated. So I really do like this. I feel like there's not one product in here that I absolutely hate, but I just want to give you guys a little rundown on everything. The eyebrow product I like. I felt like it does the job at being more so a pomade and a pencil all in one because of how creamy it it is pretty waxy, so if you're somebody who doesn't like waxy brow products, you're not gonna like this. But the like gel part of this I actually really do enjoy, because it does go ahead and fill in your brows without that crunchy feeling. But this isn't something I would actually go ahead and purchase. I feel like I have other brow products that I like a little bit more. The foundation I actually really like. My skin looks very fresh, it looks very hydrated, it looks very plump and just overall very healthy and glowy, which I actually really like. One thing that again that I have to mention is that when I ordered it on Sephora, it was a little bit difficult because the two shades 210 and 270 pretty much said the exact same thing, so it was a little difficult to figure out like what I want. If I'm looking at this, I think that this is more medium, not light medium, so I should have just went ahead and got the 210 version. So if you are my shade, definitely go with the 210. 270 is definitely too dark. The concealer, definitely if you like a medium natural sort of concealer, definitely get this. It was very easy to blend out. It looks really natural. It doesn't look too creasing on the under eyes. If you're somebody who likes a natural highlight, you're definitely gonna love this. I actually really like the color. I feel like it looks really beautiful. It definitely is a lit from within, but I am somebody who likes more of a blinding highlight, so I wouldn't go ahead and repurchase this, but it's not a bad product. It's just something that I wouldn't use all of the time, just again because I do like more of an intense highlight. But again, not everybody does. This is a really beautiful highlight. There's nothing wrong with the product. I did see a little bit of patchiness right over here, but with my finger I was able to sort of blend that away. I feel like it looks really pretty. The eyeliner I actually really enjoy. I feel like this is something that I would repurchase just because I really like the tip of it. I really like how flexible it was. It is really matte, as you guys could see. It looks stunning. It was very easy to use, so this I would definitely go ahead purchase because I actually really do enjoy this. The primer I actually do like as well. If you are combination skin or dry skin, you're really gonna like this. This really did a beautiful job at doing a lit from within glow. I'm actually really excited to go ahead and try this out with a matte foundation and a matte powder just to get that nice lit from within. I actually really do enjoy this, and I'm going to continue to use this as well. The brush, I'm a huge fan of the brush. This is a brush that you can literally use for anything. I use it to blend out the blush, I use it to blend out the concealer, I use it to blend out the foundation. This is definitely a brush that you can use for anything. I would totally tell you guys to purchase this because it is really nice. I really do like the fit of it and just the shape, so definitely really do enjoy this. Now the powder, I do enjoy this, but I don't think this is something that is necessary. If it did have more so a matte powder, this is something that I would 100% keep in my purse, but because I am so oily, I'll probably just take the blotting papers and use that. Now let's talk about the standout products. So products that I am actually like obsessed with and I want more of, the blush. The blush is so pretty. It did sort of fade a little bit color wise when I did add that powder, but this is so pigmented. You only need a little bit of this. This is literally like one of the standout products to me. I really love the color. I really love how easy it was to blend out, and I really like how you can use a brush with it or a sponge with it, and you literally just needed those two dots. Like, it is beautiful. It's such a pretty color, so I definitely do recommend this. Again, this one is in the shade Joy. I really want to get Bliss, but this is beautiful. Next up, the other product that I absolutely adore is this lip product. I really liked how creamy it was. I really liked the color of it, the color payoff. I was a little worried that it wasn't going to be so intense, but this is a really beautiful color. This is the color Thankful, and this is the color Thankful, and I'm very thankful that I got this color. This is such a beautiful nude, perfect for the fall, and it just feels really creamy on the lips. Very hydrating. Again, not kiss proof, but I don't mind. I really like the consistency of it, and I really love the color. Another standout product to me are these lip products. I really love the consistency. You can really feel how whipped they are, and I also really love these colors. Like, this is such a pretty like everyday color, but it's also very pretty for fall. You could definitely amp it up and make it a little bit deeper by applying more, but those are just like the top standout products to me. But again, there was nothing wrong with any of the products that I tested out. They do look really nice. First impression, I feel like it looks good. My skin looks very healthy. It looks very natural. It sort of feels like a BB cream. It's very light, which I like, and even the coverage for my under eyes, I feel like it looks good. So I feel like this brand is actually really really good. I'm very excited that I went ahead and I tested out these products. Definitely want to go ahead and purchase more because a lot of this stuff is so amazing. So I am very, very excited with this purchase. Definitely want to get this in my right shade, but it is amazing. So I'm very, very happy. And if you guys have tried anything out from Rare Beauty, please leave me a comment down below what you have tried out or what you want to try out or what product here were you impressed with. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion beauty, and if you hit that post notification bell, you will get notified of all my future uploads. I usually do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I hope that you guys are well and that you guys are safe, and I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye.